Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Serrated Cucumber, and we just received a little bit of interesting news from the official Life is Strange Twitter account. It reads as follows. Hello Life is Strange fans, we have some important updates for you on our upcoming release dates. After Life is Strange 2 Colors releases on September 10th, we're happy to announce that the Life is Strange Wavelengths DLC, starring Steph Gingrich, will release on September 30th. We'll be revealing a first look via a new trailer tomorrow. However, due to the ongoing challenges of the worldwide pandemic, we want to alleviate any additional pressure on the Life is Strange team by giving more time between the release dates of True Colors and the Remastered collection. For this reason, we've made the difficult decision to delay the release of the Remastered collection until early 2022. We hope you understand. Thank you for your patience and overwhelming support. For more information, please keep an eye on our official channels. Signed, the Life is Strange team. So, there's a lot to unravel here. A delay of over 3 months for the Remastered collection and a new trailer for Wavelengths. We'll mainly be covering the Remastered collection today, as I'm planning on dissecting the trailer once I've had some more time to look at it. I know, 2 videos about the same topic in a row isn't exactly inspired, but I think this is a pretty important bit of news to at least talk about a little bit. So, the Remastered collection has been delayed. The Life is Strange team cite the global pandemic and wanting to avoid crunching as their primary reasons. If you're unfamiliar with what crunch refers to in the world of game development, it refers to long hours of unpaid overtime in the time leading up to a game's release, usually because there are last-minute jobs that need doing. These crunch periods can last days, weeks, or even months. It's often a byproduct of projects with ambitious scope that don't quite match their budget and time restraints, unexpected bugs, turns in direction, etc. And honestly, let me take a moment to commend whoever is managing the Life is Strange team. It takes a lot of personal accountability to allow employees to work longer on a game, rather than force them into the soul-destroying period of crunch. I speak for most of the fandom when I say that I would much rather the developers have a healthy work-life balance and take their time than be worked to death on their project. That said though, this does have implications for what we discussed the other day in my video covering the Remastered collection. Thank you so much for the overwhelming response in that video. I was really nervous due to the love for Life is Strange 1 that you've all shown, but all of the comments have been incredibly respectful and lovely. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend you do. We haven't received much news about the Remastered collection yet, just that it will improve on graphics, add new motion capture to Season 1, and add some refinements to gameplay segments. The largest piece of information we do have is the Remastered trailer, which premiered at E3 2021 and not Gamescom, as I said in my last video. Now, if you did watch my previous video, you'll know that I have mixed feelings about this trailer. Mainly, that lots of scenes look like higher poly models were slapped into the game with no consideration for lighting or depth of field. This Remastered trailer set off a lot of red flags for a lot of people, but this only makes the delay make more sense. Obviously, some beta version of the game was being used to advertise the Remastered collection, but this made me think, with a September 30th release date, would Deck 9 have really been able to update the visuals to not only an acceptable standard, but one that surpassed the first game all in that time? It was an unachievable task without putting some sort of overtime strain on the developers, an unrealistic expectation with large ambition and scope. With the Remastered collection being delayed, this not only allows the developers to update the visuals of the game to something far more astounding and deserving of the word remaster, but also encourages good industry standards of crunch time. So many companies have fallen into this pit of the competitive market to try and push out games faster and faster and to keep hype going and deliver products on time, even when that time isn't realistic. I would much rather an outcome like this than to have a rushed project that was not born from love and healthy work. Life is Strange has always been a very personable series for the developers, and since the beginning defied advice to sell the most copies, such as making Max a boy in order to gain a publisher. It would be rotten for the publisher to enforce crunch on a team that so clearly loves the game and wants to work on it, but it's never right to stress people to that degree, to enforce them to make the project their life. The remasters do need a little more time in the oven, you could tell that much from the trailers, and that's okay. I can guarantee we'll all have plenty to talk about after we've played True Colors. And we'll also have plenty to talk about next time I upload, which will likely be next week at this point with a trailer analysis of the Wavelengths DLC. If you'd like to see that video, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. And with that said, I think I've said my piece. What's your take on the Remastered collections being delayed? Are you thankful that the game will have some more time in the oven, or do you think that it was a bad idea? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of your comments and use some of them as inspiration for my future videos. And, as always, if you enjoyed the video, remember to give it a like, and, as always, keep your cucumbers serrated and have a nice day. Bye!